Jared Rand. Welcome everybody to the 3 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, June 21st, 2018, guided global meditation call. And today we continue to feel the different vibrations and frequencies coming and being generated from planet Earth and the human race, human civilization, and all the things that are getting ready to transpire. If you keep your eye on the ball and make sure that you can differentiate and clarify things that are happening around the planet. Some of them are disguised and people don't notice them, but if you are very discerning, you can pick up on the reality of what is transpiring in breakneck time of eliminating the darkness. And when we look at ways in our meditations to become more and more impactful and profound on our energies, and when we shift our energies and guide them or direct them to certain areas and it's all about, this is all about increasing the total harmonic vibration of this planet and the human race. Because if humanity was at a collective consciousness of, let's say, 195, this whole planet would be at war. That's a war mentality. And we're up over 200, and which means that, you know, the majority of humanity is not, except for the dark, is not interested in conflict. It just doesn't, it isn't a loving avenue of creation. It's the opposite. And so the only ones that we come across that are into conflict are those who are injured spiritually, and those in the dark that just want chaos and destruction. And, you know, we have a lot of people on the planet that need attention physically. There's a lot of physical ailment, acceleration of physical ailment due to a massive amount of stress and anxieties and other things in the air and in the water being absorbed by each human being and causing, you know, biological abnormalities and situations that are, you know, taking people physically from the planet. And that we leave the body physically, but we continue on and we're evermore. But looking at what we're going to do today in our meditation is that we're going to create a housing, a sphere that is going to be rooted into planet Earth. So picture a sphere that's opaque, that is a golden, white, pink light sphere completely encasing the planet Earth. And inside the sphere, coming down from it and actually connecting to Earth into the ground, are going to be crystalline light towers, which is going to be us. Like we did, you know, the crystalline light towers that we did before on one of the last meditations. And what we're going to do is we're going to house, and then the golden white pink light sphere around the planet will be enrobed in the purple transmuting flame, or some people call it the violet flame. And all of that benevolent, loving Father, Mother, God creation energy is going to be concentrated, and it's going to saturate through all of humanity, every fiber, every existence on the planet, and permeate, saturate with eternal love and eternal good health and eternal happiness and eternal abundance across the board for everyone, for humanity. And going to neutralize permanently any forms of physical bodily conflict to do damage. It's going to neutralize all of the forces of the negative forces, the dark forces that are trying to destroy humanity. And it's going to literally deactivate all violent attempts of harm. So picture that. You picture the sphere, the golden white pink light sphere, that is a bubble that literally encases planet Earth, Gaia, and is floating in the upper atmosphere and totally surrounds it, encases it. The crystalline light towers will come from the dome down and implant into the planet, into Gaia, into Earth. These spheres will become charged with prime source creator God energy of eternal love, and then begin to saturate everything. All that there ever was, all that there is, and all that there ever will be, it's going to just saturate it. So you can picture these columns, these crystalline light columns. It come down and then pump in. And I want to make it clear so that you can heart-wise feel it and feel the energy, because we're emitting it. We are the beacons. We are the charged elements, each and every one of us, to create these crystalline light towers into the planet. And what it does is it's neutralizing all aggressive, destructive, whether it be destructive thoughts or destructive actions. It's going to neutralize all conflicts of harm. It's going to neutralize all continuing efforts to cause disruption and fear and unsuredness. All of these areas and energies that are conjured up when we have conflict are going to be neutralized. And it's going to bring in and usher in great abundance and prosperity and wealth and great health and happiness. And it's just going to be very intense, very infused energy. Because we're affecting literally billions of humans as we do this. So it will just like a big, huge, continual, pulsating wave coming from each crystalline light tower that will be saturating humanity and the planet, all that there is here. And the purple transmuting flame will be, let's put it this way, it'll be around the globe, around the bubble that's encasing planet Earth. Now, what can penetrate that bubble is God's love. And that's it. That's the only thing that can penetrate. So any to escape out of the bubble from inside out has to be on the vibrational frequency of God's love, because it'll just be pulled back. It won't be able to escape. Now we're creating this to intensify the love light energy that's already being emitted, but we're going to intensify it, and we're going to bring it up several notches, so you can visualize and feel that imagery. You can feel that with your heart center and experience the peace that it generates. Because in all intents purposes, eternal love and peace, love brings peace, is what we're vying for. Is what we want, is our goal to accomplish as a collective civilization of energy. So take those things, and as I'm doing the guidance here, of taking it in and visualizing all of that, crystalline light towers, the bubble of the golden white pink light enrobed also in the purple transmuting flame, the towers coming into the earth, plugging in, so to speak, into a receptacle, actually plugging in all over the planet. And from the upper atmosphere all the way down and below the ground, we have this eternal love, light energy crackling and reflecting in the golden white pink light and the purple transmuting flame. And it's all active, and it's several different waves and fields and colors expanding out and touching all and neutralizing all aggressive destructive tendencies, evils, manipulations, deceptions, just totally vaporizing all of that and bringing in total joy and happiness and bliss and love, deep and eternal love and prosperity and well-being. If we knew how to do it, if humanity knew how to do it, and think about this, our God spark, our soul energy, once connected, we could literally heal ourselves of any abnormalities. That's a fact. It's just that humanity has not been taught how to do that. They don't know how to do it. So we rely on machinery and technologies to do it for us. See? That's something for people to think about. We can heal ourselves. We have the ability. We have that. God gave us that. And it's been removed from our memories. So picture this whole entire guided meditation, and as I've explained it, and go to your places where you are not going to be interrupted. You're probably already there. And empty your mind. Get rid of all the things that you have no need for, that are worries, stresses, fears that have built up during the course of the day or the next few days, and eliminate them. Just vaporize them off, and the purple transmuting flame will usher them back to the central sun. Relax the body, the shoulders. It's important to relax, breathe calmly. And you want to breathe in, hold a couple seconds. You don't have to take in huge deep breaths. You want to breathe in very calmly and breathe it in and hold it. And what you're breathing in is positive divine energy. And or divine positive energy. And as it comes in, it's bringing in all of the wonderful, positive, vibrational, higher frequencies into you to saturate you. And that's love, that's eternal love, that's eternal light, that's wonderful health and prosperity and abundance and bliss and happiness and joy. And these are all of these vibrational frequencies coming in, all created from eternal love, from God's love. So we're bringing that in. As you breathe it in, as you breathe out, you're breathing out all the negatives, all the lower vibrational frequencies, all the things that pull you down, all the things that stress you out, and you pull that in, and you let it all out, and the purple transmuted flame takes all the exhales out and back to the central sun. Now, you're going to go to your eternal self. Your heart center is where you go. You visualize and feel this. You go inside you, deeply in. The deeper you go, the more peace you will find, the more quiet. And as you go in, you come across your higher self. Obviously, you join your higher self. You're in your vortex. You see the golden white pink light sparkling and reflecting and glowing and filling you full of God's love. And at this time, we call in all of love, all of the archangels, all of the ascended masters, all of the cherubim, the seraphim. We call in all of the sprites and fairies and all of the loved ones who have passed over. All of love, all of God's love, are now joining us. And we all, arm in arm, float up above the planet. We see our meditative sphere sparkling, glowing, and reflecting, housing all the meditations that we have amassed and that we have performed for humanity, the planet, solar system, galaxy, universe, all in perpetual motion and activity. Now, we bring in, we are all being saturated with God's eternal love, and we can feel it vibrating through our entire core, our entire existence, our entire bodies, physical and etherical. Now, as we do this, we then we begin, watch as a bubble appears around Gaia, around planet Earth. This golden white pink light bubble with the purple transmuting flame has been formed, and it is pure, eternal God love, light. And we then come into the sphere and we form our crystalline columns of light that grow and immediately extend into the planet, into her crust, and start emitting high levels of eternal God love, of eternal Father, Mother God love, and spreading it in waves, saturating everything. The waves are horizontal and vertical. They are spreading out all over. They're going beyond the planet, beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxy, beyond the universe. These waves are going out, pulsating at a rapid rate, where you can barely see the pulse level, because it's just a continual saturation. And we are being basically, literally infused as the columns of crystalline light, as we are being fused with God's love. Literally, completely saturated. You can feel this massive vibrational frequency, this massive eternal love. It is expelling, disintegrating every single thing that is in the negative, all the things that are confronting and conflicting, all of them, completely, immediately upon contact, bringing all dark into light. Now, visualize and continually picturing this, and I'll be back at the end to close us out. I will join the meditation now.